I never thought my life would change on an ordinary Tuesday evening. The sun was setting outside our small house in Ohio. The sky was orange and quiet. I was standing in the kitchen, cooking pasta, waiting for my husband to come home from work. We had been married for 8 years. His name was Michael. Michael was kind, calm, and always careful with his words. He worked as a project manager in a tech company. I worked part-time at a local library. We did not have children yet, but we talked about it often. People always said we were a perfect couple. I believed that too. That evening, Michael came home late. Very late. I checked my phone many times. No message. No call. That was unusual. He always informed me if he was late. When he finally entered the house, it was almost 10 p.m. His face looked tired, but not normal tired. His eyes were restless. He avoided looking at me. "You're late," I said softly. "Work stuff." He replied quickly. He went straight to the bedroom. That night, he did not touch me. He turned his back and slept. Something felt wrong. Very wrong. Over the next few weeks, Michael started changing. He became quiet. He smiled less. He started guarding his phone like it was a secret box. He took long showers. He went out more often, saying he was meeting friends. One night, while he was sleeping, his phone buzzed. I did not want to check it. I trusted my husband. But something inside me said, "Just look." I picked up his phone. There was a message preview. "Miss you already. Tonight was amazing. Do you?" My hand started shaking. I unlocked the phone. I knew his password. It was our wedding date. What I saw, dozens of messages, long conversations, late-night texts, photos from a man. His name was Daniel. The messages were not friendly. They were romantic, emotional, intimate. I've never felt this way before. "You make me feel free. I wish I could be with you openly." My heart felt like it stopped. My husband was cheating on me with a man. I sat on the bed, holding the phone, tears falling silently. My mind was confused, angry, shocked. I was not angry because it was a man. I was angry because he lied. Because he betrayed me. Because my marriage was built on honesty, and now it felt like a lie. The next morning, I confronted him. I placed the phone on the table. "Who is Daniel?" I asked. Michael's face turned pale. He sat down slowly. He did not deny it. "I was going to tell you," he said quietly. "When?" I asked. "After 10 years? After kids?" Tears filled his eyes. "I didn't understand myself," he said. "I tried to ignore it. I tried to be normal. I love you, but I am also attracted to men." I felt like the ground disappeared under my feet. "So you cheated?" I asked. He was stood up. "Get out?" I said. "I need time." Michael moved out that day. The house felt empty. Silent, cold. Friends noticed something was wrong. I told only my sister at first. She hugged me and cried with me. "This is not your fault," she said again and again. But inside, I kept asking myself questions. Was I not enough? Did I miss the signs? Was our love real? Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Michael tried to talk. He wanted to explain. He said he was confused his whole life. He said he loved me but was living a lie. "I never wanted to hurt you," he said. "But you did," I replied. I started therapy. It helped. My therapist told me something important. "His truth does not cancel your pain," she said. That sentence changed me. Michael's identity was his journey. But my healing was mine. One afternoon, I met Daniel, not on purpose. I saw him at a coffee shop near my work. I recognized him from the photos. He saw me too. He looked nervous. "Can we talk?" he'd ask. I wanted to scream. But instead, I nodded. "I never meant to hurt you," he said. I didn't know he was married at first. When I found out, he said you already knew. I laughed bitterly. I didn't. He looked ashamed. "I care about him," Daniel said. "But I also know what we did was wrong." I stood up. "Please don't contact him anymore," I said. "At least give me that respect." He nodded. Walking out of that cafe, I felt strange, not angry, just tired. Soon after, Michael told me he wanted a divorce. "I don't want to keep lying," he said. "To you or to myself?" I signed the papers with shaking hands. The day our divorce was final, I cried. But something else happened too. I felt free. I started rebuilding my life. I joined a yoga class. I traveled to New York alone. I laughed again. I made new friends. I learned to enjoy my own company. 1 year later, his name was Aaron. He was honest, kind, emotionally open. On our third date, I told him everything. He listened carefully. "I'm sorry that happened to you," he said. "You didn't deserve that." For the first time in a long time, I believed it. I don't hate my ex-husband. I understand him better now. But understanding does not mean accepting betrayal. Love should never be built on lies. Today, when I look back, I don't see a broken woman. I see a strong one. A woman who survived heartbreak. A woman who learned that the truth, even when painful, can lead to a better life. Sometimes, the end of a marriage is not the end of love. It is the beginning of self-respect. And that changed everything.